Good afternoon, everybody. This is Dr. Mulder, and today I'm going to do some Q&A. I've got a couple of questions here, and they're really good questions I have to ask or have to say here because a lot of people ask the same thing. All right, let's see where to start. Okay, let's see here. Hang on. Darn it. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm not really a big computer guy. Okay, let's see. After hearing your two most recent short podcasts, which I enjoyed, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Um, I've come up with a question after hearing your answer to the question about sorry, just one wish at a time. When, what if someone has more than one of your excellent wishing machines? Again, thank you. And they have an extremely important wish. Do you think if they would put one wish on more than one machine, setting each machine individually, would the probability of the wish being fulfilled as a shorter time or has a short time span or will create a shorter time for it to manifest. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, you could do that, but what I suggest is, and people are trying to contact me here on Telegram. All right, what I suggest is take break this down. Say, for example, you're starting a new business and you want it to be profitable, or the one part of this thing is to be profitable, but the way you make your money is through sales. So what you would do is break it down to two things. Number one machine, the business will be profitable, and number two, on the second machine, uh, put down an increase in sales or something along that line, and make that kind of put those two together, doing two different tasks but toward the same outcome, the same goal, which is success. And I'm gonna have to hide these things. These darn things are driving me crazy. All right. Let's see. Or or even what about this? If more than one machine was working on the same wish, would the probability of the wish being fulfilled at all increase? Keeping in mind that the wish is for good of all concerned, including the operator, and staying within the parameters of natural law. Um, yeah, again, it kind of goes back to the first question. Just to if you're going to use multiple machines on a project here, use it for individual and segments of that part, of that project. Break it down to individual segments. Now, this kind of brings me back to the old days of when I was making a machine called the Hunter Killer, and the name sounds a lot worse than what it actually did. It was just something that was taken off the movie Terminator because we thought it sounded cool at the time. And all it does, it has three different machines that are involved. The first one is acting as the power station. The second one is acting as the hunter, which is basically seeking out any kind of threat to you, whether it's psychic threat, whether it's physical threat, emotional threat, whatever it may be. Anything that is threatening your energy or your situation is constantly searching for that scenario. All right, next, the third machine, which is the killer. And again, it sounds a lot worse than what it actually is. All its job is to neutralize that threat before you even get started. In other words, somebody you know, may think that you slighted them, and it really was nothing major, but it starts to fester and to fester, and they let it go and let it go and let it go till it's just basically reached out of proportion, uh, you know uh, reaction from that person. What this does is it neutralizes that threat before it even grows, before it even happens. And it's been quite successful. I've used it on a lot of things, and I have to say, so far I'm a very happy person. Yes, or the people out there that may throw ill will my way. Of course, that's human nature. That's just the way people are. But as a rule, even when that happens, when it comes out of the way, when it happens, I always walk out unscathed. I have, there's really nothing that, that happens to me personally. If anything, it happens to them. Whatever they're trying to, I guess, whatever they're trying to do, or whatever crap that we're throwing my way, it usually just comes right back to them, and that's how it should be. So that's kind of my experience with that thing. But what I've done is with the quote unquote hunter killer system, I have retooled it. I have made it uh, where it's more powerful in handling certain segments of that operation. And also because of that, I've renamed it. I call it to protect and to serve. And just like I stole this thing from the police, from law enforcement, to protect and to serve, because that's exactly what it's doing. It's protecting you and it's serving you to your highest good. And that is where the next generation of machines are headed. And I am glad that I've had an opportunity here to go ahead and really take a lot of my mojo and put it into action. All right, let's go to question number 2. Let me fumble around here. I know I'm probably like Father Time with this darn mouse. Okay, here we go. All right, this person just bought a Field X from me from the other day. By the way, they are still on sale. I have 2 more available at that reduced price. It will not be any lower after this. I'm doing this merely as a promotion on the thing. And then after that, it's going on the wishingmachineproject.com. Wishingmachineproject.com is where it's going to be available after the next 2 are sold. So if you really want a Field X, I suggest you go back to the video, look at it. And if you're looking, while this thing, its main design is for portability. You can use a transistor radio battery with the machine. You can take it anywhere. It'll fit in your glove box of your vehicle. It'll fit in an overnight bag. It's just a convenient machine. Is it as powerful as some of my other machines? No, it's not as powerful, but it will get the job done. And again, it's more of a convenience and a portability factor than anything else as the design of that particular machine. All right, see. All right, thanks so much for the. Let's see. Do you happen to have a video or instructions on how to represent someone who is dealing with a health issue? All right, that's an important question because number one, inside the United States, um, I cannot offer any kind of health advice. Zero health advice. There are a lot of radionic operators. I know I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. There are a lot of radionic operators throughout history who wound up in jail because they were using the radionics for health and were arrested for medical quackery. And a lot of these machines, the older machines, were confiscated, destroyed. People put in jail, fined, had their medical licenses taken away, that kind of a thing. So I will not touch this stuff when it comes to health. But I will give you a scenario. Okay, I'm going to throw you a bone. I will give you a scenario about something like, say, somebody has a certain behavior that you do not like, and you would like that behavior to go away. Okay, I'm just throwing this out there for you. Okay, say you know, they bite their fingernails. Okay, for example, and they're trying to stop biting their fingernails. You would have a picture of them or something that represents them, something that represents the problem that they have, which is biting their fingernails, and then also I would add something else to this, a statement or something along that line that they will quit biting their fingernails. So you go through all the motions of setting the machine like you would any other operation. This time for Joe Blow to quit biting his fingernails. You return all the machines for that or all the dials. After you turn all the dials, you take the thing that represents Joe Blow only. You leave the other items on the copper plate. Just take off Joe Blow or the target only. Take that, put that on the plastic plate, make sure the machine is turned on, and that's it. Nothing more. You are done. And that's as easy peasy. I don't know how more simpler I can make it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, it's just a Q&A. I wanted to kind of bring stuff out there to the everybody. And next, I'm going to. I meant to do this the other day, but I've been so darn busy filling orders. I'm going to try to do this tonight. I'm going to make a couple of videos for some new for one device that I've retooled, and I was working with a scientist on this, and we were able to come up with a few new upgrades on this particular device, and it really has turned out fantastic. And I think you wonderful people will also appreciate it. And I'm going to offer that one as a at a very nice discount also. So please, stand by, and I'm going to have this new uh, show on for you or on for you tonight, and you enjoy yourselves. Keep out of trouble. Bye.